XRP, we start with forward chart. Just I want to give a quick update. And if you refer to my last analysis, since the price was here, we discussed how we can look for trade. And I mentioned we cannot put this one in relative to this. And that's why when we mentioned we cannot expect this one as a flat. We put this line as indicative. We mentioned later we will change it. And the reason was the price couldn't tag the previous low. That's why I mentioned if the price couldn't tag the previous low, any reversal we can expect to be relative to what we have here, then we can expect the price to drop. Exactly, this is what we get. That's why I mentioned the possibility for the price to break the top if the price couldn't tag the previous low, this low, the possibility for price to break the top is very less. And as we can see right now, we can look at the chart in this way. We can consider this one as a three-way flat as a first correction, one move up, bigger correction. And technically, if this one drop and take the previous low, if the price couldn't break this one, any reversal from there, we will take the trade. All right. It doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here. We can expect the price, this correction turn to a more complex correction. And even we can expect the price reverse and continue from here because of the news. All right. But the best option is the price at least tag the previous low, then we can put this one in relative to what we have here. But if the problem, even as I mentioned, we can expect the price consolidate here and this one turn to a more complex correction. All right, we're looking for the best option. Now the question is what's the next and how we can look for trade. And if we move to daily chart, as we explained my last analysis, we have been looking for this correction relative to this. And then we mentioned with the breakout of how deep this one can go with the breakout of the 73, we can expect the price even drop to 68 cents before we see the next trade. But if the price could break the 68, then we are not looking for buy. Okay, that's mean at this point, if you get any opportunity for buy from here, we will take it. And as a short term, we're looking for 1.02 following by 1.15. And if the price could continue with the breakout of 1.42, at least we can look for 1.65 following by 2.1. But as a long term, we are looking to see the breakout of the 3.1. All right. And based on daily chart, we don't see any trade setup yet. And if you move to forward chart, again, whenever I put this one is not confirmed as 100%, the only question is the best option if the price could take the previous low, then we could confirm with this correction. And this correction can turn to a more complex correction. All right. And whether we should look for buy or not, at this point, based on forward chart, we don't see any trade setup. And even if the price reverses from here, whether the price tag the previous low, any trade we consider as a short term within this range. But if the price could tag the previous low, at least drop to 73 cents, then any reversal from there, we consider as a trade that is going to break this correction. All right. And based on forward chart, even I don't see any trade setup yet. And if I move to 1 hour chart, even based on 1 hour chart, we don't see any trade setup. As I mentioned, the best option is if the price could at least tag 74 or 73 cents. And if the price reverses from here, if anyone wants to look for buy as a short term, the only option is sharp move flag. We take the trade. Then from there, we want to see whether the price can break the previous top or not. Mostly you have to look for trade either based on 1 hour chart or 15 minutes. All right. But we have to wait. At this point, we don't see any trade setup, and may the news come up these days for the XRP, which we want to see what's the issue, whether the XRP can settle the issue with the EC or not. And as I mentioned, for this year, I'm looking for the XRP. That means if the XRP settle with the ECC, we can see easily the price can break the all-time high, which is somewhere around 3.1. Anyway, we have to look for trade. If you want to look for trade, we have to look for the trade setup. Simply we cannot take the trade, and in this case we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.